Today I've got 10 original fragrances that will blow you away. Each one of these is going to be kind of perfect for the fall and winter. I've been loving them. I think you will too. Before we dive into this list, remember to consider blowing away the like button by giving it a click. I mean, you'll make his day. Also, remember to subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. First up, a fragrance from a line that I wasn't very impressed with the first couple fragrances that came out. I'm talking about Givenchy Gentleman Society. Now they smell great, absolutely. They smell like something you would wear and get compliments, but they weren't super interesting or unique or that different from things I already have. This one really intrigued me though. This is the 2025 release Society Ombré. This one has got a lot of similarity to the rest of the line, but there is this warm, sweet tobacco note, a little bit of a chocolatey sweetness in this one. There's of course warm amber. That's where you get the ombre from. There's iris in this fragrance. It's got a little bit of a similarity to a fragrance I'm going to show you next in the video that's really probably my favorite release of the year. So again, a unique, more interesting take on the Society DNA. I think you'd probably like it if that sounds good. Society Ombré, the tobacco flanker. And next, the one that I was just alluding to, this is the new Dior Homme Parfum 2025. I love this fragrance. It is phenomenal. You've got that gorgeous Dior fantasy iris note. You know, we sometimes call it a cosmetic or lipstick take on iris. It's that waxy take on iris. Then you go down into a warm amber. So you can see the similarities between these two already. There's a good bit of sweetness, but not like this one. This one's more of like a chocolatey sweetness. This one's more of kind of an amber woody sweetness. In the base of Dior Homme Parfum 2025, you have vetiver, but you have also got some kind of spiciness that Dior does not tell us about in the note breakdown. It's an incredible fragrance. It changes a good bit on my skin. It lasts a very long time, easily 10 hours on my skin. So I understand what Francis Kurkdjian and Dior were doing in reformulating this classic. Whether or not it's better than the original, I'll leave that for the philosophers to figure out. But I'll tell you, I love this stuff. I think it's awesome. And next, another amazing release, and in my opinion, one of the best in its line. I'm talking about this one right here from Azzaro. This is Azzaro Wanted Forever Elixir, I believe is what it's called. This is quite a departure from the Wanted line. Now it does have some similarities like they all do. There's a similar kind of aromatic sweetness in this one and in pretty much all of them. But this one features the notes of leather and raspberry. Doesn't smell anything like Tuscan leather. That's probably the first thing your mind goes to. To my nose, it actually smells more something like Stronger With You leather. It's got a very similar leather note as Stronger With You leather, but it's got that raspberry that just makes the fragrance. There's a little bit of spiciness as well. If you like leather fragrances, this one is really good. Again, Azzaro Wanted Forever Elixir. The next one is another from a line that I love and that I have pretty much all of them, just like the Azzaro here. I'm talking about the Spicebomb line, and specifically Spicebomb Metallic Musk. This stuff is fantastic. It is a metallic and musky take on the Spicebomb DNA. It's got a lot of similarity to the original Spicebomb, but it's got this kind of powdery, clean white musk added into the mix. It's still got that cinnamon pepper Spicebomb DNA, but it's almost like if you were to take ambroxan and add a bunch of that to Spicebomb, in the way that ambroxan can smell kind of clean laundry and a little bit kind of metallic and almost effervescent. this has a good dose of that coming from the musk and maybe ambroxan, I don't know, but it smells amazing. It would have worked in warmer weather, but I think really anything that is sweet and spicy like this is going to shine like crazy in the fall. Really looking forward to wearing this one a lot more. Spicebomb Metallic Musk. Next up, one that I've been very impressed with and surprised that you can get this for about the price of most designer fragrances. This is Tom Ford's Eau Ombre Leather. And so this one is a twist. It's a departure from the ombre leather line. It doesn't smell like ombre leather or even ombre leather parfum. To my nose, the leather actually reminds me a little bit more of something like YSL Baby Cat, that kind of leather. It's got vanilla in it like Baby Cat, but that's where the similarities end. It really doesn't smell like, of course, a clone of Baby Cat. There's less vanilla. The vanilla is definitely less of that kind of gourmand, almost vanilla baked goods or vanilla frosting vanilla. It's just a little bit of vanilla sweetness with some spiciness and some citrus added in there, which does give this fragrance more of a I would say more of a light texture than the other ombre leather fragrances do. It smells amazing. Again, if you like leather fragrances, I love leather fragrances. I have a whole shelf of leather fragrances behind me here. If you like that kind of thing, this stuff is phenomenal. Tom Ford Eau Ombre Leather. All right, next up I'm going to show you a few from brands that normally do a lot of inspos or clone fragrances, but they've released some originals that are out of this world impressive. First up, I'll show you this one from Dossier. This is called Golden Rum and Amber. This fragrance is amazing. The rum note in this, whenever I got a hold of it, I said, this may be the best boozy note that I've ever smelled. Now, maybe that's hyperbole. I have smelled some Killian fragrances, but it's insanely impressive for a $40 fragrance. It doesn't smell exactly like anything I have, but it reminds me a good bit of Panadora Moonlight, or even something like Dior Tabacalore, because those two fragrances smell similar as well. If you've smelled Maison Alhambra Tabac or Smoky, imagine taking out the tobacco and smokiness, but being left with that, you know, plum kind of sweetness and that spiciness coming from clove and cinnamon. It's an amazing, sweet, boozy, spicy fragrance. They knocked it out of the park. Great performance on this one as well. Smells way more expensive. Again, Golden Rum and Amber. This next one has become, I think, my favorite in a big line of fragrances that I absolutely love and that I have all of them. This is Dumont's Nitro Elixir, the newest release. It's amazing. It is incredibly versatile. It's incredibly strong. It's very long lasting, as all the Nitro fragrances are. This one, though, is almost like you take something like YSL Myself, and then you take something like Parfums de Marly Altair, and then you mix them together. You've got the orange flower, you've got the sweetness, you've got the spiciness coming from, I think, cardamom or cinnamon, something like that. You've even got the praline note from Altair, but then you've got a bunch of that fabric softener kind of freshness that you get from Myself. Such a cool fragrance. Works in almost any situation, any weather. Very impressive. Nitro Elixir. Next up, from one of my favorite clone brands, but this one's not a clone at all. This is amazing. This is Tabac and Coat from Fragrance World. I have loved this fragrance. I've had it like a month, and look how much I've already used. If you can see that in the camera, it's phenomenal. It's almost like you took something like Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, and then you mixed it with something like Mancera Tonka Cola, but it's not exactly like that. It's got a different spiciness and a different kind of tobacco than Tobacco Vanille, and even the cola, it's not that tonka bean heavy kind of sweetness. It's just different. It literally smells like real Coca-Cola and like a sweet, spicy vanilla tobacco. It's a phenomenal release from Fragrance World, Tabac and Coke. And now I've got two from a niche brand that is one of my favorite discoveries of the past year. I love their creativity. I love how they incorporate certain elements into their fragrances. First, I'll mention this one released earlier this year. This is from Day 3 Fragrances. It's called Trace Oros, and it's a warm, sweet, spicy fragrance. It's in the vein of something like Angel Share or even Lattafa Camra, but of course way higher quality than something like Camra. But it is this wonderful, warm, vanilla, ambery kind of sweet fragrance with a whole bunch of spiciness. But then you add in my favorite part of the fragrance, this plantain note that just smells like banana. So imagine taking like a realistic banana note and mixing it with something like a spicier version of Angel Share, and that's what you get. It's amazing. It's an Extrait de Parfum. It's got killer performance. It is fire. And these fragrances, even though they are a niche house, their prices are actually very reasonable, about the same price as a new designer release. And next from that brand, this one again, it is phenomenal. This is Ambar Dominico. To me, it smells like rum and Coke, like a Dominican rum and Coca-Cola. It has that kind of a vibe. I don't even know if there is a rum note listed, but it is a cola kind of fragrance with a good bit of spiciness. It's quite different from the Tobacco and Coke here, but if you like cola fragrances, if you like things that have a good bit of sweetness, there is a certain richness and depth and quality to these Day 3 fragrances that you're not going to find in just about anything else here. So I've been very impressed with the brand, and these two are amazing. So that's been 10 new fragrances that will blow your mind like they have mine. Let me know a couple of your picks for best recent new releases or new releases that have been blowing your mind. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to blow the mind of the like button with a click and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.